Hey guys, welcome back to Film Spire. Today we'll talk about 7 of the most repulsive Dr. Pimple Popper moments. Let's head into it. Number 7. The scallop-like insides from 5 cysts on a man's face.
I have popped a few on my own. This is a safety pin I use when I pop my own cysts.
In the May 7 video, Dr. Pimple Popper revealed how she removes several pillar cysts. Pillar cysts arise when they fill with keratin, a protein present in skin cells. After numbing each cyst, Dr. Pimple Popper utilized a blade, scissors, and tweezers to remove the growths. Also make sure to write your thoughts on all these super repulsive moments in the comment section. Number 6. Squeezing mashed potatoes out of a man's neck cyst.
I feel like somebody drove a golf ball into my shoulder and it got stuck in there or something. I don't know.
On the season 5 premiere of her TLC program, Dr. Pimple Popper, the celebrity dermatologist encountered a guy called Juan, whose body was covered in golf ball-sized boils. Juan saw the pimples when he was 13. They just multiplied in quantity and size throughout the years, which led to his becoming ridiculed at school. He finally dropped out. Juan stated he'd seen numerous physicians for his problem. Many were reluctant to touch him once they realized the magnitude of his growth. They drained Juan's growth, but they came back a few months later. To start, Lee went for Juan's largest cyst, which was the size of a grapefruit, on the back of Juan's neck. She numbed the region and then sliced it open, and an off-white chunky liquid spilled out. Number 5. Man with a unique genetic condition.
On my neck, on my back, almost everywhere on my body.
On the second episode of Dr. Pimple Popper this year, Lee encountered another client, also called Juan. Juan had tuberous sclerosis, a disorder that can develop growths both within and outside the body. Besides epileptic episodes, these growths can cause other illnesses, such as cognitive difficulties and cardiac issues. As happened in Juan's case, he's been taking medicine to keep the seizures under control since he was 10 years old. Using a small surgical blade, a cauterizing pen, scissors, and her fingertips, Dr. Pimple Popper delicately removed lumps from the area around Juan's eyes and on his nose. Number 4. Twin sisters Tracy and Stacy and their matching pillar cysts on their scalps.
I'm a security officer, so when I put my hair up in a ponytail or a bun, it really sticks out. People talk about it, and it's just...
Both of the twins had acquired many golf ball-sized lumps on their scalps, which they brought to Dr. Pimple Popper's clinic for treatment. I just want a normal life, to go out in public and not have people stare at me, Stacy explained. Dr. Pimple Popper diagnosed these growths as pillar cysts, which are protein-filled sacs that are neither malignant nor hereditary in nature. Dr. P used a surgical blade to slice through each of Stacy and Tracy's cysts, and then squeeze out the oatmeal-like contents that had been trapped inside the cysts. Number 3. Treatment for an apple-sized lipoma on a woman's shoulder blade. Dr. Pimple Popper.
We have people here maybe that can be sick, but usually they don't have the flu or like something that's contagious per se.
Made an incision across the middle of a lipoma to allow her to drain the contents of the tumor. She did this after injecting a local anesthetic into the woman's shoulder blade region. Dr. Pimple Popper detached the fat mass from the woman's body with the help of surgical scissors and her index and middle fingers. To make certain that she had removed all the fat, she pressed and probed around the area a few more times, and then she used sutures to shut the incision and allow it to recover. Number 2. Using a spoon to remove patient.
Today I'm at Dr. Lee's and I'm hoping I finally get this bump taken off.
Marty said that his cyst, what she had been suffering from for 30 years, had previously burst before he went to see Dr. Pimple Popper for treatment. Marty was suffering from a cyst, and Lee decided to use a spoon to scoop out the contents of the cyst without harming his skin. Dr. P compared the material to a dessert, such as creme brulee afterward. In a conversation with Marty, Dr. Pimple Popper says, "I might have to name the spoon after you." Number 1. The fat-filled lipoma that was the size of an apple. Dr. P used a surgical blade to cut into the middle of the growth in order to remove it from the patient. When blood began to pour from the lipoma, she used a cauterizing pen to reduce the amount of bleeding while also getting a closer look at the growth. The lipoma was removed in pieces rather than in one big piece because the patient has a lot of fibers beneath his skin that worked as a fishing net, capturing fragments of the lipoma while it was being removed from under the skin. Lee described the appearance of the small fragments as scrambled eggs. What do you think about these Dr. Pimple Popper moments? Which one was the most repulsive one? Let us know in the comments section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.